Hello, my name is Jeff and welcome to my channel, Birchsinger of Independence.
Hello guys.
Alright, so now we're here, we're going to be doing some brakes on these rotors here. Here's the old one, right here. You can see how thin that is. And what it is, you got this wear groove right here. This wear groove is what indicates when your pads are nearly done. So that way when you shine your light down on top, if you can't see that groove, you know, it's close. It's time to start looking for some pads. So we're going to check out this rotor real quick. It's not grooved up or nothing. It's actually in really good shape. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put, after I pop that out, we're going to go ahead and put new brakes on here. Now once you watch me put this together, you'll see how easy it is to come apart. And we got the chance to test out a new tool. Alright, so as you can see, this one here is also wore out. And this is your little scratcher right here. You can see where this has been bent over. It's been getting a little bit warm, a little bit hot, because it's been getting that close. So we're checking the inside here. It's good. So now we can just pretty much put the new ones right on. Alright, so the new tool that we're actually putting together today, this came from Walmart. It's like a Harun or Harul or something like that. And anyway, it's like a 16 piece or 13 piece. And it's designed just for rotors. Alright, so you can kind of see how fancy that looks. Alright, that is super nice. I've used it once. It is, when it comes, I usually use a C-clamp to squeeze those together. This thing, far easier, far better. So we're going to pop out this tool here. Put that up there. Pull this out right here. And we need this one here that has like no grooves or nothing. Alright. To put it together is pretty simple. You're just going to take this, run it up over the top here. And then that drops right down on there. The nice thing about this is you can actually put a big wrench on here and really put some pressure to it if you need to. Most time, or the one time I've used it, I haven't had to. So let's see. This thing here will fit right in here, nice and snugly. And like I said, this just pushes it right on in. There we go, we got it all the way in. Now, looking at this here, I can see there's a lot of weather rot right in here, because this thing does get really hot. And I see that in there. So I know that this is going to need to be replaced eventually, but right now it's not leaking, it's not seeping, it's doing really good. So we're going to move forward. We're going to pull these pins out. As you see, they're pretty well lubricated, but between your changes, you want to take and put just a little bit of grease on these. It doesn't take much. Pull that rubber back, rub that around. I use a really high temp grease, so that way this doesn't solidify quite so bad. And yes, there is a difference. Then you want to make sure that rubber pushes back in there where it belongs. And then do the bottom one also. So we got a little grease. I like this little needle point here. There's like so much less waste. But like I said, it's a good high temp grease. Push that rubber back in there where it belongs. We're going to take our bolts off. We're going to put this back in place. Make sure our tabs are turned the right way there. And when I say move your tabs the right way, there's a little groove right here. You just want to make sure that these little wings here aren't on top of that. That's all you're trying to do. All right, so we're going to tighten this down with a 14 millimeter. All right, there we go. We got that tightened down. So now what we want to do is we want to pump our brakes up because we want to pull the fluid that's out of the reservoir. We want to pull that down into here, fill this back up before we do the other side. Otherwise, we're going to overflow it. So we're going to pump this up about 4 good times. So now we're going to go ahead and put this tire on, and we're going to torque these lug nuts down to 76 foot-pounds of pressure. All right, so now we're going to set our torque wrench to 76. So what you do is you roll this down to 70, I think it's 75, not 70. So when it says 70 and you got the 0 lined up, there's 70. So now we got to roll it up to 6. There's our 76. We lock it in. And we want to do the star pattern. We want to make sure we get them all. There we go. And that's how you do a brake job on a 2006 Toyota Corolla. The other side's pretty much the same way. So I'm not even going to waste your time by showing you that.